Hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode. So I've AFK'd and got a good amount of bones, which would get us a good amount of bone meal for white dye, which is what we need for light blue glass. And I AFK'd at the flower farm, and it's actually the first time I've ever AFK'd at the flower farm. And surprisingly, there has been no issues. Originally I thought this guy would have issues with water, because water can now convert grass into dirt, and I managed to run this without a single block ever converting. And I don't know if it's just that low of a chance or what, but it was enough to get a good amount of cornflowers. A bit of other flowers as well, leave the valleys, oxide daisies, but really is the cornflowers. So we got the dyes needed to make all the light blue glass we need, I think. So let's see what we need for the Guardian Farm and how much of everything we need. My mistake. This needs 4 shulker boxes of blue glass, not light blue glass. That's actually possibly a little bit easier. So let's go grab some sand. Let's smelt it up. And let's get some cornflowers and get the blue glass going. I actually need to remove this guy. It's actually in the way. So I guess goodbye to the update suppressor. It's been fun. It has to go. I'm breaking this. This isn't update suppressed. What? I'm gonna leave that there. Oh, okay. Well, there you go. Okay. The block below it came back. Okay. I thought maybe I could just get away with a free rail there. Oh. It's almost a little sad to have the update suppressor removed, but you know what? It just means that we're that much closer to actually having this thing completed. So, it's fine. Update suppression is done, and so it had to go. It's actually surprising. Setting up the glass for this bottom layer is exactly a stack. I'm both surprised and very glad. The floor is in, so we're basically back to where we were before I update suppress the portals. This is back in. You know, we still need to put all the water in here, but now at least I can do the walls. I can safely build the glass up all the way, and hopefully then start doing the water. All the glass is in. Well, all the glass minus this front side. The glass is kind of interchanged between glass and stairs, so yeah, it's going to be easier to do the glass on this section once it's glass stairs, etc. So I won't do that right now. But otherwise, all the glass in between and everything is in. So the next step is to, well, stairs. Stairs and waterlogging. Oh boy. Stairs and waterlogging is going to be a big thing. If only this connected, I would be so happy. But it doesn't. It doesn't. And so I'm sad. And I have to do this. One at a time. Oh, this is gonna be a lot of buckets. It's gonna be a lot of buckets. Oh, that's interesting. If there's nothing below something you waterlog, then it doesn't make infinite water source, as though it was, you know, just like water. But this makes a water source. Well, this is convenient then. I guess it makes sense if you were to place water in mid-air, right? If I had just this kind of setup where I placed water here and here, this isn't a water source. So this is our situation where we have flowing water here from the stairs, and then we have a next layer of, well, water. Stairs, just like that. So if I was to waterlog now this with water below it, it does not make sources. So here, at this level, is where I would need to do the actual ice trick. And if I did ice, and go into survival real quick, so I can break this, that does make water. And then I can go ahead and just do this to get what we want. Okay, so that's what we're going to do. The first layer, we're going to put dirt below. so we can waterlog it and get infinite sources, and the layers above the first will use the ice trick, and then put the stairs in afterwards. And that shouldn't be too bad. So water is in for the first layer. This is the complicated one, where it's going to be stairs, glass, stairs, glass, stairs, glass. Of course, it's going diagonally up here. But unlike the other ones, this is going to be the one that's going to be kind of the test layer. Otherwise, first layer of water is in everywhere successfully by just having the dirt below. That worked out. So I guess now it's a matter of using the ice, and hopefully everything works out. Yeah, seems like it's working. Look at that. Still a little bit. It's not the easiest thing in the world to kind of maneuver myself to make sure I don't go in. Yeah, it's working. Look at that. And then all the water should, yep, go down. And then I can just do the next section and continue on. Sweet! We're getting there. The steps, the diagonals are starting. It's only a third of the second layer. But you know what? It's getting there. It'll slowly get there. There's supposed to be a portal right here, roughly, to go to my ice farm. And I guess I haven't been to it since I updated to 1.16 and wiped the nether, and I never put up a portal here. Well, I guess, let's go ahead and set up a portal, unless I have the wrong location entirely. If you can't tell, I have not run this farm since I've made it back in 1.15. Ah, there we go. There's the ice farm. It's still here. Haha. It was taking a while to load the terrain. I got a little nervous thinking that it was gone. But nope. Ice farm is still here. In our little area here. It's been a while since I've been here for sure. So this guy is actually completely spawnable. So I'll be using pressure plates to spawn-proof him. It was suggested to use like slabs and buttons and things of that nature, which is a good idea. And so I'll be using mostly probably polished blackstone slabs in these areas. It's not the best, but I feel it still reads a little bit better than buttons and actual slabs, because slabs are going to interfere with this, and buttons would look like a little splotchy. I think that this at least is the right color, so let's get this place covered up. Just one round of ice farming, and it's just first time running the farm, and I'm reminded why I don't run this farm a lot. There's just really no need to. It's great. There we go. 5 of them are in out of 60, and combined with the first few layers that we've already done in here, that should put us at about 10% done. So, progress is being made. And yeah, thank you to the ice for not making this the most difficult thing in the world. I'm so glad I built an ice farm early on. But this is still far from done. Far, far from done. I've gone ahead and AFK'd at this farm, and now I have quite a bit of warp stems, shroom lights, and of course, crimson, and more shroom lights. I think at this point, we have enough to start decorating the home base, and that's what I want to do. Down here, the plan was never to keep this wood. It was meant to be for crimson. So I know for sure this part needs to be crimson, but I originally had a different design for this area in general. I'm curious if I can actually find the original design, because I designed this and I designed the downstairs. Now, it was designed before I made the changes to this, but I think I should be able to still find it, maybe? Possibly? This was the original design. Now, I think with the texture pack, it's a little purple for the actual stairs, or maybe it's just the lighting now in here. But yeah, it definitely looks different just because you're seeing the outside world, so that probably has a lot to do with it. But it's a lot of crimson down here. And this is before I had blackstone available to me, so maybe swap out some stuff with blackstone as well. Maybe some of the bricks swap out for blackstone would be nice. Let's start with designing or creating this. And this is, I believe, planks, stairs, fence, and of course, lots of trapdoors. Oh, and I can finally swap out all the stuff for shroom lights. Oh yeah. I was going to leave these planks, so that way I just have something to place against. But now if I if I place my crimson, it blends because of the texture pack I'm using. And that means I can't keep them. I actually have to get rid of them. The blending actually, for once, hurts me. Maybe, I don't know, maybe, I'll see. I'll put them all in and then maybe it'll be fine. I mean, this is already better than the original design I had. It's already looking nicer. And then once you start adding even more lights, it just really improved. The fact that this is just so much brighter in here with this, I love. I absolutely love this. Oh, it's gonna look so nice, I think, in the end. It's definitely different than what I was originally thinking. But it's not bad. It's not bad at all. I like it. It's a lot. I like the fact that it's so much brighter. Yes. I still want to do something with this. I want to change up the bricks. Somehow. Maybe some blackstone some places. I don't know. I want to do something. I need to figure out a way of incorporating blackstone, I think. Little by little, with small changes and extra details, it's improving. It's definitely improving. I'm just liking the fact that it's just bright in here. Of course, the downstairs is... Yeah, it hasn't changed much. Except for that. Pretty much hasn't changed much. But maybe the downstairs is where it's going to be, you know, dark and dreary. But I probably should do something for the floor. If nothing else, do something for the floor, if not the ceiling. I was doing a little bit of tests with some things and seeing what I liked and what I didn't like. And I ended up replacing everything up here with red nether brick instead of regular nether brick. A little hard to see the difference, honestly, with this thing. But I think it is a little nicer with the red. And I've also played around with putting some red nether bricks next to the regular ones. So there's a bit more red nether brick in general here. And I placed some, see, right here. And I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to put a little bit of red in general areas of red nether brick. And as well as the broken up kind. The chiseled ones. And I believe here, yeah, like this. Chiseled, or not chiseled, cracked nether bricks. It's pretty nice. And I also really like this. Out of all the options I've tried for this area, this is the one I kind of like the most. Using chiseled here, and then using the crimson walls. That's kind of the one I like the most. And the final thing I was testing out was this. Finally putting some blackstone and some basalt in here to get these, like, these two areas a bit nicer looking. Just the darker color, it reads so much better compared to the lighter one, like right here and there. So doing this, I think, to all of the lava areas would be pretty big. Because we now need red nether brick, we actually need a netherwort farm. And I have a bit of netherwort, I believe, saved up. But if you recall, our netherwort farm over there is pretty tiny. So what I was thinking is going down below and finally using this area, digging out a section here, and setting up a netherwort farm finally, and maybe using the space under here. Since I'm here a decent amount of time, I thought this would be a good place to keep the farm instead of the industrial district where I don't spend that much time. The fact that I have enough netherwort here almost makes me not want to do the netherwort farm. I'm not gonna lie. But I should. So let's go ahead and I'm going to make the nether bricks, red nether bricks, with the netherworts I have, and then we'll see, and then set up a netherwort farm probably below here after that. I was going to make a netherwort farm, and then because we have just enough netherwort for everything that I need, I'm just using all the netherwort for getting all the materials I need for everything else. So, once I finally end up making the netherwort farm, I won't have that much. Oh well, at least the base will look nice. There we go. I think it's pretty much there. Maybe some small things I'd want to do still with the floor. But, I mean, look at that. Having this connected across, red nether brick on top, it definitely looks a lot better than where it was, like, a couple of days ago. That's for sure. That's still, like, it's just such a giant improvement. The downstairs, I mean... Yeah, the downstairs is downstairs. I need to figure out something for the floor. I'm considering keeping the ceiling the same. I want to keep this actually more dreary. But this, though, like, there's just so much light. And if you come out from here, and just look inside, it's almost like a lamp shop. Just so much light. I approve. I feel a lot better coming in here now. It feels a lot nicer. And I guess I should start upgrading then the outside hole. I just remembered there's one other thing I actually meant to do. 52 nether bricks. Let's just get an even stack. I meant to put in cracked nether bricks. There we go. Let me get some cracked nether bricks in here. Yeah. How could I completely forget? You could probably not even really tell that anything has changed after adding a stack of cracked nether bricks. But if you start coming up, you start seeing it right there. See that's different compared to this area. Like, it does add the variation. The little bits of red that's painted here and there. With a cracked, and the regular, and the red. The black stone. Yeah, there you go. Perfect. Now we should focus on the outside. And just to remind you, for reference, this is what I was happy with when it was 1.16 was just pretty much announced and was in the very first few releases. This was the design I had, and I was very happy with it, and was going to stick with it. It's come quite a way. It's come quite a way from this, and I love it. Some stuff stuck around, though. I wasn't sure since I only did 2 areas to start with, but yeah, good idea. Good idea. It makes the lava actually seem like it's actually burnt the area around it. So yeah, I think especially those darker areas, once there's that contrast of bright and dark. For the Nether farm, I had the idea of using this space underneath. We need to decorate this place, right? And so what if I just, instead of using, go even lower, why don't I just use this space here? We have a wall, and I think it's the perfect place to do it. It doesn't need sunlight, so I say let's go Nether farm here. 23 wide. I could go, of course, wider, but I think this is fine. So the plan is to basically probably clear out this area right here. Maybe move this door all one higher to level up with this floor. And then I want to have, well, I'm going to need to put a ground in here. And it's just going to be a water stream that collects it. Now, I think it's going to start going down towards here, not up. For the simple reason that I probably want to have the on-off switch right here. And then have it just flow down. And then the collection system could be there, but at the same time, it would be more convenient to have the collection system going in the opposite direction towards here. Because if it's here, then I could potentially have it go a little bit lower and up and into the actual sorter. So I'm not sure of which direction I want to go with it yet, but let's go ahead and clear this out, and then we can figure out from there. You know, I kind of like this. I think having an extension here and making use of the area actually is working out pretty nicely. Of course, decoration-wise, it's kind of meh. But yeah, I kind of like it. And the only reason I have this is not going to be an actual part of the farm. It'll be one block in, just to have that little walkway on the sides, I think. I might have it go a walkway all the way up, actually, so I might want to dig out an extra little thing all the way around. But yeah, this is going to be a nice flushing system. Oh, the sound. Oh, they improved the sound of just the soul sound. It's just so much. Oh, 1.16 sounds. I love you so much. Like, they have the running one, which is already awesome, but I didn't realize they improved the ones of just placing. I like these. Yeah, this place is good. This downstairs is gonna need a makeover like the top. It was just a matter of time before I do it. But for now, let's go ahead and get all the water in. There we go. So this now goes all the way down, right? This is where the collection system is. And now let's go ahead and put the trap doors in. Why am I here? Oh, it's because it diverted in here. Is that why? But then why is this one the way it is? Until I figure out a solution to transferring all the stuff into my actual storage system without having it completely overflowing, I think this is just a simple enough solution where I shouldn't have any issues, I imagine. And I don't believe they should be able to go even past the hoppers, even though I don't have them one down. I mean, we'll see. I think this should be fine. Items should not go all the way here. If they do, I'll drop this down one level and then it'll be fine. So if I got the redstone correct, that means this should now open the floodgates on everything, and everything would trickle down. Perfect. So that is correct. Turn it off. Closes all the trapdoors. Excellent. So now let's go in and actually plant all the nether wart that we have remaining. I'm actually just moving way too fast with soul speed. That planting this actually, at least this way, is not an option. Probably have to go like along this way. There you go. Oh man, I'm too fast for it. That's hilarious. I definitely used too much nether wart actually building up the design for the upstairs. This is all the nether wart I had, which is still not bad, right? This is still not bad. Once it's all in, it's gonna actually look pretty decent. And I guess in the meantime, let's go ahead and just replace the walls I have here with nether brick, close this off a little bit, make it look a little bit prettier. That's the original floor that I no longer need that intersection for. So, yeah, at least let's get it looking with nether brick like this. It's fully expanded already. I think it took like 3 times to expand this. And actually, even though this design was meant for the upstairs, actually, I like the fact that it's lit up. So I'll probably end up putting more shroom lights and stuff and decorating this place at some point because it's pretty dark and pretty gloomy in here. I like the idea of having it lit up from above. I do like that. Of course, it's not lit up like this, but you know, I mean, we can't have everything lit up like this. I think I got all of the holes actually darkened up. Yeah. Just land somewhere. Ow. There we go. Well, that place is a little bit brighter. Okay. Well, maybe a little spot there that I missed. So, I like the fact that the blackstone and basalt is now in, but I kind of feel like I want to spread the basalt a little bit further out and other areas. I think that would actually look a lot nicer than currently. Because right now it's just too isolated. They're like hot spots. And I want to kind of blend the basalt. Well, we can leave that for another time though. That is all the time we have for today. I do hope you guys enjoyed it. I really hope you guys like the transformation of the home base with everything included. And I'll see you guys next time. Take care. Bye!